Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Astroguide Mysore. Today, let us understand the combination of Mars and Venus, a very vibrant combination. So, we all know the significations of both these planets individually, which has been explained in detail in my earlier videos. But let us also understand what happens when these two planets come together in conjunction. Not in Graha Yuddha. I am not talking about a Graha Yuddha between Mars and Venus. Here I am talking about a beautiful conjunction between both these planets in a quite a distance. Let us say 5 degrees or 6 degrees from each other. Beautiful combination this is. I'll just tell you mostly this is very positive. People unnecessarily go through it in different angles because they feel that Mars is craving and Venus is the gender. So that is that they think that this is a lustful combination that people will not be able to overcome their control over their desires, and they will jump into unnecessary affairs, relationships. To a certain extent, if this particular combination is having a malefic effect over it, then things can happen which sometimes may not be purposefully done, but a person can succumb into these particular things. But let us not go into the negatives today because this is a beautiful combination. Let me give you the details of this combination. This is a huge chapter, but I am trying to make it as concise as possible. So, Mars, a logical, a strong, a headstrong planet, never bows down to anybody, is along with a soft, timid, creative planet like Venus. So, a person with a strong passion to get into business, to get into a strong, path in which he would want to carve his journey, will become passionate. So, these people can turn their ideas into passion. So this is a very important point. They are very caring and very loving personalities, and they go all the distance to protect their family and take care of them. And this combination is a pure combination of a masculine planet like Mars with that of a feminine, true feminine planet of Venus. So, the artistic touch to the courageous pursuits of Mars is seen. So, Mars, though is argumentative, will never leave a subject left half. He does not have this habit of stopping over there. He will keep it in his mind, and he will again, try to finish it off. Whether it is an argument, whether it is a manufacturing of a product, whether it is a business, whether it is a deal, whatever it is, Mars always keeps it, he'll finish it. He will not keep it undone. And Venus is the best planet to understand practical implementation of knowledge. So, if theoretical knowledge is Jupiter, then practical knowledge is Venus. So, it's like, let us say, why are things good is Jupiter. How are they to be done is Venus. So, if you go into the theoretical aspects, Jupiter becomes very strong. But implementation, if you know how to survive, then you will have a strong Venus in your chart. So, let us not go into how to make a bow and an arrow and fight in the jungle. That's Venus. He knows how to do it. He knows how to create a bow and an arrow in a jungle without anything. So that's how Venus and Mars combination can give survival strength, the instinct. It's a very strong combination. So they will never want to fight. They are peace loving people and they will never shy away. But think about this, they will never shy away from an intellectual debate, whatever it is, because practicality and logic both are merged together when you have this beautiful combination. And if this is placed in a strong house, let us say this is placed in the ascendant, the person will look very you know charismatic. The pull towards him or her will be very strong. They'll be very attractive for their personality rather than the looks. They will be very attractive for their personality. Looks also will be there because Venus is there already. But Mars and Venus, there will be a scar, there will be a small dent. They will be over bold, have wearing big earrings, a tattoo, a scar. They'll look a little strong for this normal world. So, but they are very proud at what they are. They will not be shy. So these people are having, there is no lack of confidence. When Mars and Venus is in the ascendant, these people are bold and they are strong enough to portray what they are. They will not hide anything behind. So Mars is for movement, motivation, movement. So, movement along with an art, Venus can give you artistic movement, which is dance, painting, all performing arts, carving, sculpting, and pottery, because Mars represents mud, Venus represents color, and it represents form. So, pottery, many other things like interior decoration and everything, including how you present the food. Venus and Mars combination can help you. If it is in the second house, you can have an excellent restaurant business. So, let us go into the other points. Hormonal problems. Because if Venus is hit by Mars in a negative way, if it becomes a negative planet, because both are enemies, we all know this. Mars is an enemy to Venus and Venus is an enemy to Mars. But how come it's a beautiful combination? Because we are seeing only the positives today, we are not going into the negatives. So, one or the other planet will become a negative to any ascendant. Like, for example, if I take up the ascendant of Gemini, Venus becomes a partial benefic. It's not a malefic at all. But Mars is the sixth lord and the 11th lord. It's a malefic. So, the combination of Mars and Venus can give hormonal problems, deficiencies, and difficulties like thyroids problems, etc. So, if you take any ascendant, if I take Capricorn, then again Mars becomes the fourth and the 11th lord, but Venus is the fifth and the 10th lord, which is a benefic. So, particularly for Capricorn, this is an extremely strong combination. If it is posited in the fourth or the fifth house, they can be intellectual marvels. These people can do very good in engineering and particularly as a chartered accountant, an automobile engineer, an architect, animal trading, animal domesticating. Actually, I don't like that word trading, but that's happening. So I need to say, wow, how people export and import meat. So that's a business now. So I'll have to mention that. So that's their animal husbandry, zookeeping, and they love interaction with animals and nature. So these people can be environmentalists, they can be agriculturists, particularly florists, particularly horticulturists, like growing in greenhouses. These people can do wonderful in cultivating food in tough arid zones like deserts. So these people are very good at it. So if a person has to become a good agriculturist in a particular zone, he has to see this combination of Mars and Venus, And if they are in aspect or particularly in combination, it's a beautiful combination for a person to become an agriculturist, particularly a florist or an horticulturist. So these people love luxury, they love luxury. They are foodies. They love food. They know how to prepare food. So their tongue is very sharp. They are foodies, and they crave for good looking houses, palatial buildings. They love art, architecture. They love the ambience they would create. So if you go to a person who has this combination and a rich guy, he will have a sprawling mansion. So he loves to have cars. They indulge into enjoying the materialistic luxuries this world can provide. So everything into this, even swimming pools, they have huge collection of cars, bikes. So these people love to live. And Mars and Venus, we keep telling, are you from Mars and are you from Venus? When both are together, they are from both. They are even from Venus and Mars. So they have this strong yearning to live life and to live it to the fullest, not half done, because it's Mars. It never does anything half, for to the fullest. And Venus has the finesse. So these people live up to the, the best level what anybody can think of. This has to be benefically posited. Benefically posited in the sense that at least we know that these both are enemies, but at least no other malefic planet should be aspecting or conjunct or posited along with this particular combination. So thank you very much for this particular class of Mars and Venus. Thank you.